Attention Eagles fans. As it is nearing the end of our home stretch in the 2024 Eagles soccer season, we wanted to take a few minutes to recognize the hard-working seniors on our Eagles soccer team. Ina Kwang is from Ulsan City, South Korea, and is pursuing a bachelor's degree in marketing. Enix's time with the team started back in 2021, but has been on and off due to injury and military service. We are very happy to have him back for his senior season. On top of his contagious, passionate attitude towards the game, he also brings a calm, mature leadership presence to the team. Enoch not only has a strong desire to serve the Lord with his parents back in the Philippines, but he also hopes to start a restaurant with his future wife in Dumaguete City, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, Enoch Kwang. Ethan Rivers is from West Bay, Cayman Islands, and is pursuing a bachelor's degree in business management. Ethan's love for the game came from his dad, who played professionally and is still greatly involved with the game. Bringing that same love with him, Ethan joined our program with a strong desire to be involved and make an impact with our team. Along with a great quality of play, much improvement has been seen through his hard work over the past 3 years on the team. After earning his degree, Ethan hopes to either return to PCC to complete his master's degree or go back home to begin a career in real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Rivers. Bryce Hammond is from Trenton, Georgia. Bryce has served as goalkeeper for the Eagles soccer team for the past 4 seasons, earning the starting position for his junior and senior years. He played a crucial role in our 2023 National Championship run, where he achieved several shutouts and game-saving plays. Aside from soccer, Bryce will finish his bachelor's degree in pastoral ministries this spring. He also has a strong passion to lead and promote Christ in and through our team. Upon graduation, he plans to get his Master's of Divinity here at PCC and eventually become a Navy chaplain. Having an extra year of eligibility, there is a chance that we may see him next season. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Hammond. Lourenço Gonçalves is from Madeira, Portugal, and is pursuing a bachelor's degree in business management. Lourenço joined our program in 2022 and has been a valuable part of our team. He has become one of the team's most clutch players, especially during the postseason. During the 2023 postseason, he scored a total of 5 goals, including both goals in our 2-1 national championship victory. Along with his goal-scoring capabilities, Lourenço has also popularized the famous Sui celebration here on campus, which is a fan favorite when he scores. Along with his influence on the field, he has also been a great example for the team academically, maintaining a high GPA during his time on the team. Lourenço plans to come back to PCC in the fall to begin studying to earn his master's in IT management. Ladies and gentlemen, Lourenço Gonçalves. Giovanni Pauliello, or Gio as he is known around campus, is from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and entered our program as a sophomore in 2022. In these past 3 seasons, Gio became a team favorite due to his personality and sometimes mind-boggling skills with the ball. Although the nature of his character makes him fly under the radar, his work ethic and technical abilities made him an impactful presence in the midfield, where he is one of the leaders in minutes played per game for the past 2 seasons. Gio is a mechanical engineering major, and he plans to seek employment in the Pensacola or North Carolina area, as well as look for opportunities to continue his soccer career. Gio also has shown a great commitment to the Eagles through the years, and he will be deeply missed by the team and coaching staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Giovanni Pauliello. Caleb Welsh is from Danville, Indiana, and is pursuing a bachelor's degree in sports management. In Caleb's 4 years on this team, we have seen him grow as a person and a player, and seen his passion for the game, his team, and God. His positive leadership and work ethic is always a great example for his teammates, and we have appreciated his versatility on the team. He brings a strong defensive presence and is always ready to take on any role that is needed by the team. Outside of Eagles soccer, Caleb is involved in several ministry activities, including soccer camp the past 2 years, as well as this upcoming summer. Through that, we have seen him use the game of soccer to further Christ and his kingdom. His next step is to return to PCC next fall as a graduate assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Welsh. Chase Hawkins is from Conway, Arkansas, and has been a crucial player for this team over the past 4 years. His role on the team has provided a much-needed presence for our team's attack. Also, his delivery on corners and set pieces has been one of the most consistent throughout his time on the team, providing many crucial assists. Working summer camp, coaching club soccer, and participating in this past summer's mission trips are some things that he's been able to be involved with during his summer breaks. After earning his bachelor's degree in business management, Chase hopes to find a career in finance back home in Arkansas or in Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Hawkins. Team captain Matias Lee is from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and became an integral part of the Eagles soccer from the very start of his time with the team in 2022. He is a Bible General Studies major and will continue to increase his knowledge in God's Word by pursuing a Master's of Divinity degree after graduating. Mati has been extremely versatile in his roles in the field, playing in different positions, both defensively and offensively. And his flexibility to play where needed have been a crucial aspect of this team's successes. He is definitely a product of Argentinian soccer, displaying an enormous amount of passion for the game, even if sometimes it awards him a yellow card or 2, or 5. Matias' leadership skills and love for God were particularly evident in the team's mission trip to Tanzania, where he demonstrated compassion and a heart for people in every opportunity that he was given. After leaving PCC, Matias is adamant about only playing soccer recreationally and with people of his own age. Ladies and gentlemen, Matias Lee. Team captain Dakota Barkas is from Gilbert, Arizona, and pursuing a bachelor's degree in sports management. Dakota's passion for the game and his desire for the team's success has been evident since he first joined this program 4 years ago. From day one, Dakota's consistency and quality has been something crucial to our team's performance, earning a number of regional and national honors. The game of soccer is a very important part of Dakota's life, and he has a desire to be involved with the game as long and as much as he can through coaching or playing. This past summer, he was able to participate in a formal workout with USL Championship team Loudoun United, along with being involved in our team's mission trip to Tanzania. Soon after graduation, he is hoping for an opportunity to continue his playing career with Loudoun or a similar playing level. We look forward to watching his success in his career as a player or a coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota Barkas. Eagle Nation, one last time, let's hear it for your 9 2024 seniors. Tonight's game is between the Dallas Christian College Crusaders and your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting today for Dallas Christian, number 4, Jose Perez. Number 6, Kevin Jacinto. Number 8, David Rivas. Number 12, Eric Garcia. Number 16, Brandon Nava. Number 18, Ethan Medina. Number 20, Victor Campa. Number 22, Jose Cervantes. Number 23, Eric Ruvalcaba. Number 27, Oscar Chavez. And number 99, Danilo Dalase. The Crusaders are led by Coach Logan Lowry. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. A senior from Trenton, Georgia, number 1, Bryce Hammond. A senior from Conway, Arkansas, number 8, Chase Hawkins. A senior from Madeira, Portugal, number 9, Lorenzo Gonçalves. A senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 10, Giovanni Pauliello. A junior from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 16, Reed Rhodes. A senior from Buenos Aires, Argentina, number 17, Matthias Lee. A junior from Vadruel, Haiti, number 18, Jacob Bondi. A senior from Ulsan City, South Korea, number 20, Enoch Wong. A senior from Gilbert, Arizona, number 22, Dakota Parkas. A senior from Danville, Indiana, number 23, Caleb Welsh. And a senior from West Bay, Cayman Islands, number 24, Ethan Rivers. The Eagles are led by head coach Joe Lewas, with assistant coaches Mateus Kanata and Clint Peterson. At this time, please stand for prayer, followed by the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the many blessings you've given to us. I thank you for getting both teams here safely. Keep them safe on the field. Help them to play to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition.
69 degrees is the temperature, clear are the skies, and senior is the night tonight here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Fans at home and friends around the area, thank you so much for joining us here for a very eventful evening. Our Pensacola Christian College Eagles are acknowledging 9 seniors here tonight. We'll get to those names here in a moment. 9 of them starting in tonight's matchup as well, alongside with Jacob Bundy, Jr., as well as Reed Rhodes, Jr. Hello, friends. This is Alvin Chapman from Pensacola Christian College, known as the voice of the Eagles. Alongside with me for the second game in a row, Michaela Martinez. Michaela, great to have you here tonight.
Hi, Al. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me again.
Literally seconds into the match and a corner kick opportunity for the Crusaders. Tonight we host the 7-7-1 Dallas Christian College from Farmers Branch, Texas. And very offensively efficient early in this match, already getting a corner kick literally seconds within the match.
Right, Al. That, just goes to show you it's off to a really strong game, a really offensive on the Dallas team's part.
Michaela, in your first match that you ever got a chance to broadcast, it was a loss for our Eagles, 4-1. Very devastating loss, but here's Reed Rhodes on a run here towards the goal. He'll attack from the left side, rather right side. And here's the ball ricocheted and collected by the keeper. That could have been dangerous there, Michaela.
Yeah, that was a great win for Reed Rhodes on the wing there and able to drive the net there.
Reed phenomenal at driving towards the right side of the post and crossing in. 3 assists this season from doing that exact tactic. Now here's Pauliello. He'll cut it back. An opportunity for points here for Pensacola and batted back by the Crusaders defense. 2 very opportunities that were risky for the Crusaders defense, but opportunities also the Eagles were unable to capitalize from.
Correct, but in that last play, I love to see how Pauliello drove to the near post and then dropped it back near the PK spot. What a dangerous ball.
Very dangerous ball. The goalie unable to even get a good position on the ball as well. Here's another crossing, and a shot on the way as well, collected by the keeper. That is Danilo Dallasay, who gets that ball rocketed into his chest and into safekeeping as well. Let's talk about that shot there from Pauliello.
That was a great, strong shot. Hopefully that sets a tone for the game.
Great shot, just in the wrong location. As we mentioned, the Eagles faced a very tough loss from very suffocating defense from Belhaven University, the Division III school out of Jackson, Mississippi. What were some things that the Eagles did not do well in that match, Michaela?
One of the things I think it was hard for us to match up against their team-oriented defense.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, I think from those games you can learn a lot on how you can change the play a little bit as a team and just move forward.
A very talented Belhaven squad we faced up against. That was their 7th win, 3rd loss, and also 4 ties on their season. A great attempt to get open there by Pauliello. But now Crusaders possession. Michaela, what are we seeing here so far from the Crusaders offense, if anything, honestly?
Well, it's only about 4 minutes into the game, so it's hard to get a read, but they're putting high press. But the PCC Eagles have been able to bring the ball out, which is really neat to see.
Looking at the box scores prior to coming to this game, number 5, the forward, Kevin Jacinto, and a bit of a tussle here on the floor towards the middle portion of the midfield. Fortunately, the officials able to disrupt that before it became a matter more difficult than assumed. Now a player shaken up as well. And as the officials address the situation, couldn't see the player that was on the floor, Michaela, but fortunately able to be up in his own power. And now let's see the ruling from the center official. I believe a long throw-in opportunity now for the Crusaders. And as we mentioned in the last broadcast, a throw-in from that position of the field can be very difficult, Michaela.
Yes, it can be difficult, but also very dangerous if you're able to put it in the right position.
Enoch Hwang shaken up in the box. And now a goal kick opportunity. He's slow to get up. Let's see if we can get a stoppage by the center official. Fortunately, Hwang able to get up in his own power. I believe an incidental collision within the Crusaders' box there. No cards distributed out of late, but already a very physical match here in the Nest. Now a ball draped for Pauliello. Can he get to it? He intercepts it from the Crusaders' offensive strike. Now Barkas will play a ball beautifully to Rhodes. Rhodes once again trademarks a work towards the right post. Pauliello can't get a foot on it. Barkas a second chance opportunity. That one skied very high, Michaela.
Right, but I think the beauty of that play starts at Pauliello winning that ball in the midfield. What a fight he put there. And then to get the ball to Barkas, who played a beautiful outside ball to Reed.
I said Barkas there for the shot. That was actually Ethan Rivers getting his first start of his career tonight. And now Rivers once again receiving the ball, being quickly double teamed. Now Rhodes in attack. He'll go towards Hawkins, and he'll cross it middle. And now a long throwing opportunity here for Pensacola. Michaela, we talked last time about where you prefer to throw the ball on long throwing opportunities. But for the viewers that weren't here, where is your ideal spot for a long throwing opportunity?
Ideally, if you're able to, it's as far as you can get it in front of the goal as possible.
Absolutely.
And if you have players that are there ready to crash on net, it can be very dangerous.
Now here is Rhodes for the throwing opportunity. And now here's a counterattack opportunity here for the Crusaders. That was Oscar Chavez, unable to get to the ball. Hwang, rather Lee, playing in the center field position. Center back position, rather. Now a ball draped on the right side here for the Crusaders. We're back in their offensive half of the field, Michaela.
Right, and we apply pressure, push them outside. Great defense for the PCC Eagles.
Now another corner kick opportunity. And very pivotal for the Eagles to mark up here.
It is extremely pivotal to mark up. One of the stats of soccer is that 30% of goals result from a set play, which is a corner kick or a direct ball. So that just shows the importance it is to mark up and be intentional with distributing the ball out.
A very high ball batted back actually by a Crusader. And Welch, rather Bundy, in attempt to interrupt that play. That was a slide tackle there by Bundy. Now with long throwing opportunity. Very unfortunate situation there for the offensive player of the Crusaders. Now Jose Cervantes, an opportunity for a free kick. About 5 yards away from the corner kick spot. And Hammond with absolute bunny swatting that out of the air.
Seriously, he took dominance of that play.
With hops like that, Bryce Hammond might as well try out for the basketball team as well. Now another corner kick opportunity here for Pensacola, rather the Crusaders. Another chance, a ball skied up high, and a clearance here by Pensacola. Gonsalves will play it into the space and is quickly double teamed. Here are the Crusaders. And that ball delivered out of bounds. free kick opportunity now turns into a ball nearly distributed there by. My apologies, my microphone was off there, Michaela. That free ball opportunity from Hammond turned into an offensive opportunity temporarily for Pensacola. But now here comes Enoch Owang working the sideline. He'll regather and play it to the back line. And the Eagles doing a great job recycling the ball to the back line, something that they found great difficulty in the last game against Belhaven. Now Rhodes a throwing opportunity. Gonsalves and Rhodes the two-man game.
That was a great combination there around the defender to bring the ball up.
Now the ball played to Pauliello. And a collision which resulted into no whistle. Here comes the Crusaders coming the other way. And a whistle, rather a flag raised there by the sideline official. And the position of the sideline official, very interesting. Of course, they're known for calling the penalty or the violation of the offsides. But also, if they see something that is out of character or out of the pace of the game, they can also call it by waving their flag as well, Michaela.
Yeah, and a lot of times they have a better angle than the center ref has of seeing a play.
Now another free kick opportunity available for the Crusaders. Their second of this half already. Here's the delivery. And a bit long there, Michaela. No Crusaders jerseys available on the backside. Barkis in panic mode there on the backside. Wasn't expecting delivery from Hammond.
Yeah, I think the idea there to go outside was on.
Now Welch will deliver the ball to Gonsalves, but unable to find his target. Now a long ball played for David Rivas. He has a one-on-one with the keeper, and a stop there by the senior Bryce Hammond.
What a crucial save there.
Rivas had a literal one-on-one opportunity with Hammond, but Hammond once again comes up very pivotal for Pensacola. Barkis hits the turf after a very aggressive play played by the offensive mid player of the Crusaders. Unable to get a jersey number there. That one's number 9, rather number 8, David Rivas. And now a free kick opportunity for Pensacola by Bryce Hammond. A very physical half so far, only about 13 minutes in. Gonsalves will take a shot towards the goal and wide right.
That's a good take on net there. That's a very hard ball to be able to hit and keep down, especially as it's bouncing in the air.
Very confident take there by Rolenko Gonsalves. He has 4 total goals on this season. He led the team last year with 13 total goals. Michaela, one of my favorite portions about his game is how composed he is at any position, especially at the striker position. What's your favorite part about his game?
I love to see him run off the ball as he's anticipating a ball that's going to come in from his midfielders. He really capitalizes on his run and is able to beat the defender with pace and then go to net.
Gonsalves, the last offensive try at the goal. Took it from about 30 yards away. But now keeps the goalie, Danilo Delise, on his toes. Having a confident strike from that far away there, Michaela. Barkis wins the header. Gonsalves will play it back. And the touch way too strong there. Michaela, you mentioned in a quote the other game that a player's touch in soccer is possibly the most profitable thing that they have on their game. And in that situation, that missed touch possibly could have afforded them a missed offensive opportunity. Rhodes experienced a lot of pressure, and now another opportunity here for Rivas. He plays it off to his teammates, and a great defensive stop there by Matthias Lee. That was number 27, Oscar Chavez, with a near opportunity at the goal. Two near dangerous opportunities for Bryce Hammond after mistakes off the back line, Michaela.
He's definitely getting a lot of action so far, but has come in clutch.
Absolutely. Dallas Christian College, an NCCAA Division I team out of the South Central Conference, rather the South Central region. Rivers tries to get a foot on it. Now here's Caleb Welch. Can he clear it to one of his teammates? He does. Pauliello now with acres of space. Pauliello will switch fields beautifully, and Wang right on target. Has Barkas available. He'll play it instead to Glee. Another switching of fields here, and a lazy pass somehow gets to Rhodes. Pauliello with a great turn on the ball. Pauliello right outside the box. Goes to Gonsalves, and that gets batted back by the defense. Here's the counter, a great run on the ball here by Oscar Chavez. Who'll have Lee. Lee does a great job on that back line, preventing another counterattack opportunity for the Crusaders. Now number 18, Ethan Medina, an opportunity for a throw-in for the Crusaders. Barkas with a great clear-in. Sets up a 50-50 ball for Hoang. Barkas can't stay with it. Barkas somehow wins the opportunity, but Rhodes unable to take possession. Now Chavez will work at the left wing. Both Chavez and Welch on the turf. And a lot of physicality early, Michaela.
Yeah, it's definitely a physical game. One of the noticeable things about this game so far is the PCC Eagles have really done a great job at combining with each other. They've been able to connect with each of their teammates, finding their feet, going in and out through the middle, then switching fields. What a beautiful ball there across the field.
Yeah, one thing that I loved about that last offensive possession was Pauliello making a lot of plays, maintaining possession, and also doing a beautiful job possessing the ball and turning into space as well, Michaela. Now here is Chase Hawkins. Hawkins, a senior from the state of Arkansas, a very pivotal player for the midfield of Pensacola. One of the things I love about his game is how fast he plays off the ball. Michaela, what were some opinions you had of Chase's game?
I think he can hit, just like we're seeing right now, a beautifully placed direct kick.
Ball draped in front of the middle. Now Hawkins receives the ball from Bundy. Barkas maintains possession. Barkas through traffic, and here's a stoppage of time here. Let's see the ruling here from the official. He goes into his pocket, and the card is yellow. Very highly appreciated from the fans here tonight. A decent crowd among us, Michaela, but honestly the correct call by the center official.
Correct. From the momentum, seeing the momentum that Barkas was taking with that ball, it definitely could have turned into a goal-scoring opportunity.
Michaela, one thing that I love is how controlled Barkas was in traffic.
Yeah, did you see that touch that he made through about, I think it was 2 or 3 players there,
Absolutely.
just maneuvering in and out?
Barkas nearly played like no one was around him. And now Hawkins and Barkas backed for the free kick opportunity. Let's see, he'll take it. It'll be Barkas. Barkas hard on the ground. No one able to play it as well. and scratch that opportunity off the board for Pensacola. The direction that was going for Barkis, Michaela, were you a fan of it, or would you prefer a kick possibly going up through the air?
I think it was a smart decision for him.
A great ball on the turf that possibly could have set up a teammate. Now Chavez receives it, and Barkis will erase the opportunity for the Crusaders, and a ball too strong for Rhodes. Michaela, was that a bad ball by Dakota Barkis, or a bad run there by Rhodes, or just miscommunication between the two parties?
It could have just been some miscommunication. I think that was a great idea on both sides. And hopefully they'll be able to connect later in the game.
Gonsalves now with a throw-in. Hawkins goes quickly to Rhodes. Now he's double-teamed and loses possession. Rhodes regains it. And a foul there on Rhodes, which will switch possessions. Physicality from both parties in that situation. But Rhodes gets charged with the ticket. And a header by Hawkins, and an opportunity now for Lorenco Gonsalves. Welch will play it back to Hammond. Hammond will switch fields beautifully to Bundy. And a beautiful slide tackle there by the Crusaders. Unable to get a number there on a jersey. A beautiful move there to switch up the tempo and ruin the offensive prowess of the Eagles. Now the first substitution of the match. Number 15, Alejandro Hernandez will come into the contest. He will come to relieve number 23, Eric Ruvalcaba. Michaela, the minutes have elapsed rather quickly here in this match. Still no goals. Now 24 minutes remaining, about the halfway point of the match in the first half. Now a throw-in opportunity here for Dallas Christian. And a great charge towards the ball. Here's a shot towards the goal. And as I like to say it, the field goal's good. First shot in a while there for the Crusaders. That was number 18, Ethan Medina, with that shot. Now the ball draped to the back line of the Crusaders. Let's see if they can recycle here. Great ball delivered towards the midfield. And a great ball also delivered towards the offensive prowess. Here's Chavez with the crossing, interrupted by Rivers. Rhodes with pressure. And an evident foul there, a shove in the back, Michaela. Now a free kick opportunity here for the Crusaders. Barkis behind the kick. I believe we talked a little bit about Barkis' game, him being a senior from Gilbert, Arizona. Love how composed he is as the senior captain for here the Eagles. Beautiful ball played. Goalie out of his box. And a clearance for the Crusaders. Bundy will play it forward. And a ball into somebody's backyard.
Just looking back at that play there, it's a beautiful ball played in by Dakota Barkis, but also a great job coming out from the Crusaders goalkeeper.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes when you see a goalkeeper come out so far, you think it's the wrong thing to do. But it's actually a very wise decision for him to make a play on the ball rather wait for someone to make a play towards himself instead. And a miscue there by Caleb Welch. Chavez with a cross. The Crusaders with numbers. A misstep on his dribble and a clearance there by Bundy. That could have been dangerous there, Michaela. Caleb Bundy with a miscues on the back line. I believe he was either the last or the second last defender back here for Pensacola. And the Crusaders absolutely had numbers and just missed an opportunity to capitalize.
Yeah, they were definitely quick on their transition there, from winning the ball into then having 3 people into their offensive third.
Welch very fortunate because normally a mistake like that could end up resulting into a goal for the opposition. Great sealing there by Jacob Bundy, the junior from Missouri. Now here's Hammond. Now 20 minutes remaining. Michaela, regarding the topic of possession, time of possession and percentage of possession, who do you believe is winning that battle?
You know, I think that's kind of hard to tell.
I was thinking the same thing.
So far, it's been a pretty equal game.
Ball played too long and a very strong touch there from number 16, Brandon Nava. Rather, number 18, Ethan Medina. But yeah, as I was saying, very difficult to tell who's really winning the possession battle here, whether by percentage or by even time measured as well. A very even 50-50 possession game among us. Now Medina with a throw-in opportunity. Just under 20 remaining. Chavez with the cutback. We'll play it to Medina. He'll send it middle. And a goal kick opportunity once again for Pensacola. Pensacola coming out very fortunate after the cross from Medina. Hammond will send the ball down the left side. I believe a foul on the reception of Renko Gonçalves. What was the call there, Michaela?
It looked to me like he might have pushed from the back in the middle of that 50-50.
A push from the back definitely could have altered the advantage of possession. Now a ball distributed into the box of the Crusaders from Barkas. Now Hawkins will drop it back to Welch. Welch with a switching of fields. Bundy uses his head for great use. Now Barkas with acres of space. Barkas and a great ball placed on the foot of Pauliello. Pauliello in traffic. Gonçalves, he'll turn. A couple shot fakes. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins flirting around the box of the Crusaders. And here's a great clearance. Great stoppage, not strong enough. And here's the drop back. Chavez with an opportunity. He'll take one at the goal. And a phenomenal save there by Hammond. Oh my!
That's a beautiful save.
Bryce Hammond. 2 incredible saves here tonight. That shot was directed absolutely corner of the top of the post. Gonçalves will continue to play after Hawkins is shaken up. Rhodes will try to fight for possession. And here's a stoppage of time as well. And Welch assist Hawkins getting up. Jackson Clark and Michael Christensen will prepare to come into the game as well. The 2 freshmen from Tate High School, about 5 miles from the school. Both of them combined for nearly 40 goals for their high school last year. And now Hawkins, who was once shaken up from the play, prepares for the corner kick opportunity. Michaela, if you remember, Hawkins actually got an assist last game to Louis Vincent off a corner kick opportunity. Now here's the first opportunity for Pensacola tonight. Hawkins, the senior. Hawkins will send it inside. Lorenko with a great jump on it. Ho Wang too strong on the reception.
I feel like a lot happened in that last minute.
Absolutely.
Just to comment on that offensive play earlier, did you notice how well the Pensacola Christian College Eagles just moved the ball around the field?
Oh, absolutely.
They were constantly connecting, hitting a cross over the field to the left back there, and then playing in and out. They really did an amazing job at manipulating the defense in their favor.
Rivers and Bundy out of the contest for Pensacola. Christensen will go to the midfield. Here's Hwang. Somehow finds Matthias Lee. Lee with a ball intended to find Jackson Clark. Can he get there? Keeps it in bounds. And very interesting on that sideline between Clark and the defender of the Crusaders. A quick collision between the two, and I believe that is the second altercation between both teams here tonight. Can easily see in our near future possibly the distribution of cards, despite the yellow one that was already assessed moments ago. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins will deliver a beautiful ball into the box. Hwang tries to keep it in bounds, but to no avail. Now 15 minutes remaining in the match. Danilo Delise with the kick. Barkis will find Clark. Ball played to Caleb Welch, and he distributes a great ball to Barkis, and Hwang will keep possession. Hwang tries to find a cutting Gonsalves, and Hwang loses track of possession. Garcia with the takeaway. Now here's a long ball opportunity for the Crusaders. And then a foul attributed there on the Crusaders. I believe a push to the back towards Matthias Lee.
Right, and I think he might have clipped the back of his foot there too.
In a situation like that, you have either the sidelines or play it back to the keeper. But with the offender of the Crusaders, playing it back to the keeper could have been fairly risky business for Bryce Hammond, who's had a phenomenal night tonight. And a miscue there by Chavez. Great initial turn, but unable to finish. Hawkins will go to Hwang. Hwang will play it to Clark. Clark inside the box will make a run. Clark with the crossing. And I believe another corner kick opportunity, this time on the left side of the field. Jamison Jones making preparations to come into the game. And you mentioned, Michaela, last game that a great spot to place a corner kick opportunity, despite it going short, is about 5 feet away from the penalty kick spot. We see here that they play it short. Here's a miscue on the back. Clark with the shot! Just wide again! Wide right, rather.
Such a close opportunity there.
Dallasay apparently getting a foot on the ball. I believe some arguing between the Crusaders. Don't think they noticed that Dallasay got a foot on the ball, rather a hand on the ball. That could have been costly. Here's a cross there. Christensen heads it in. Christensen will find his former high school teammates. Wang with an opportunity and a goal! Enoch Wang on senior night! Beautiful! Oh man! Enoch Wang finds the distribution from Jackson Clark and buries it into the back of the net, making it now a 1-0 game in the favor of the Eagles.
Amazing composure displayed there in that instance. Being able to receive it and then carry the ball through the middle, and beautiful placement.
Absolutely. Buries it absolute quarter. Enoch Wang gets it done in a senior style here for Pensacola. Hwang, his first goal of his career, actually. Jamison Jones will come into the game to relieve him. But what a way to now force the Crusaders to now equalize with 11 minutes remaining in the half. Here's Welch. What a way to find your first goal this season on senior night. He had an opportunity to score earlier in the game. That time, not as much balance and composure, skying that one about 3 stories high. But the placement of that goal attempt was finding in a great spot of the goal. There, Michaela.
Right in that corner. A lot of times I feel like when you're in that position as the forward, everything's happening so fast. You get so excited in front of the net, and it can be so easy to just either hit it to the keeper or somewhere outside. But, I mean, he displayed beautiful composure and just found the corner right there.
Gonsalves gets the miscues. And will try to play it to Clark as he overruns the ball. Clark, can he split the defender? He does! Having the Crusaders in literal circles. The freshman Jackson Clark. He is only a freshman, man oh man. Now Clark with an opportunity to deliver a great ball off a set piece. You mentioned 30% of goals in soccer come from set piece opportunities. A ball hard on the ground, no good. Now Clark with a quick throw-in opportunity. Pauliello with a great turn on the ball. Great 1-2 play. Barkas, can he get to it? No, can do. Here's the counterattack opportunity. Interrupted briefly by Dakota Barkas. And Welch with a great clearance.
That was great collective defense to see on the PCC Eagles there, starting in the midfield and then finished with Welch.
Welch interrupting the momentum of the Crusaders. And as a foul there, I didn't see on which player, but now in favor of the Crusaders. Well, Michaela, I could say for your second game that you've ever broadcasted, this is a very different ball game and also result than the first time you ever broadcasted.
We're definitely seeing a different pace.
Also seeing a lot more evenly sided control of the ball as well because of the great pressure Belhaven brought in the last game. And I even mentioned off air, Belhaven in general athletically is a very great defensive school. We hosted them about a number of years ago in women's basketball, and I believe they had the Defensive Player of the Year on their team. Great wall defensively as well by Dakota Barkas. And here's a crossing, and Hammond with the collection. Bryce Hammond, speaking of defense, having a phenomenal night. This easily could have been a 2-1 match, but Hammond doing a great job being an absolute brick wall in the defensive goalie box for Pensacola. Hawkins receives the distribution from Matthias Lee. Barkis somehow makes something out of nothing.
That's what he's good at, right?
Absolutely. Pauliello trying to find a wide open Rhodes. Rhodes. Barkis with the great ball to Jamison Jones. Jones, can he keep composure? He can't. Welch misses the header. Now an opportunity to equalize here for the Crusaders. Chavez winds up a bit too long.
Matthias Lee there playing amazing, patient defense there. He knew he had his other defenders that are tracking back who would be his cover, so he just patiently waited for the other player to make a mistake before he stepped in.
Look at the amount of space in the midfield right there for Chase Hawkins, despite the miscue in the pass. Acres of space available for him to work. Now a throw-in opportunity for the Crusaders. I believe that is number 18, Ethan Medina. Hawkins with a fight for possession. And the center official awarding the foul on the Crusaders. Now Barkis, an opportunity for a direct kick. As you said earlier, 30% of goals come from direct kicks. Rather set plays, my apologies. Barkis delivers a beautiful ball on a regular basis, and he does this time as well. Had options both in Gonsalves and Clark.
Beautiful ball, and that's unlucky, but look at that. We get another corner out of it.
Hawkins literally speeds about 50 yards to get to the corner kick opportunity spot. Hawkins will deliver a beautiful ball. Barkis will gather, and a shot is just too high. Great touch to get the ball in front of him. But imagine if Barkis would have launched a shot absolutely straight off the volley. That would have been very impressive.
As it is, I thought that was great speed of play by him to put himself in that position, first of all.
Absolutely.
And then be able to take a touch, bring the ball down, and then get a shot off.
And despite not resulting in the goal, Barkis puts extreme pressure on the goalie for the next offensive possession. Now Rhodes slow to get up. Now we have a stoppage of time in the medical coverage coming on the field. Michaela, let's take a quick break as we see if Rhodes can get up in his own power. Justin Loveland will come into the contest to replace the injured Reed Rhodes. Had to be assisted off the field. Hopefully we will see a speedy recovery from him. Barkis plays the ball into a space, and Gonsalves gets called for the whistle. Now 5 minutes for the Crusaders to possibly equalize this match, as Anak Hwang punched in a goal, his first of both his career, his senior season, and the senior night as well. Here's a play at the net. Clearance isn't far enough. Here's a cutback as well. Shot towards the goal. And about 5 feet from the netting. Could have been dangerous for the Pensacola defense.
It could have been. That player was in a great position to receive that. For lack of better terms, to pick up the trash of the ball that bounced out there.
We mentioned in the 32nd minute of the game, Enoch Owen made this a 1-0 match. Clark with a great header to set up Jamison Jones. Hawkins hits the deck, and the Crusaders will try to equalize. Clark with acres of space. He'll cut back and take a shot towards the goal that goes up way high, about 15 feet over the crossbar. Had the space to take the shot, but his off-balance position skies it over the crossbar. Here's Clark again. This time he plays it to Gonsalves. Gonsalves tries to get it over the goalie and stays in play. And now a corner kick opportunity. I believe Gonsalves, in his attempt, tried to chip it over the goalie's height and length. But now a corner kick opportunity in line for Chase Hawkins. Hawkins with the delivery. Nobody home. And now a long throw-in opportunity here for Pensacola. Barkis with space. He'll fire. That one skies up as well, Michaela. 2 back-to-back shots from distance. Unable to find the netting for both Barkis and Clark.
You know, that's okay, because sometimes I think it's important that if the shot's on and you've practiced it before, go ahead and take it, because then it causes the defense to come push up on you, and maybe the next time you play someone in.
The ball going out of bounds on the play. Welch throws it out of bounds as well. About 20 yards up. Now Medina will throw it into traffic. Welch gets a head on it. It'll stay Crusaders' possession. Now with just under a minute remaining, can Pensacola contain? Great turn. And a deliverance as well. Now Medina will cycle it. Now with 35 seconds remaining. Here comes a cross. Sent back by the defense. 25 seconds remaining. Lee with the kick. Loveland tries to clear it, but in the wrong direction. Time not of the essence here for the Crusaders. And a big clearance from Barkis that will take away a lot of time. As a foul there by the Crusaders. But still time not being of the essence, rather. And a yellow card. I believe it says to Lorenzo Gonsalves there. With not a lot of time remaining. Can the Crusaders get a shot in before time expires? Michaela, have you ever seen a buzzer beater in soccer before?
Not quite. Yeah, I believe I have. Sometimes within the last minute, not quite last 0.4 seconds.
And despite the direct kick, that goes the first half of play. Pensacola leading 1-0, the 32nd minute of the game. Enoch Hoang on senior night gets his first goal of his career. Now Pensacola with a 2-1 goal advantage. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll be chatting alongside with Michaela Martinez here tonight, senior night here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We'll be back with more action. Can the Eagles get their last home win in the road and break this 500 record of 3-3 at home? We'll figure out when we come back. But until then, please enjoy some promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College.
It's a passion that unites us. The heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
Want to get a head start on college? With the online dual enrollment program from PCC, you can do just that. Gain an affordable Christian liberal arts education with a biblical worldview, equipping you for your future degree. Open to rising sophomores and above, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year that count toward both high school and college requirements. With over 30 courses offered fall, spring, and summer, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You'll be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your college liberal arts courses before you graduate from high school and step foot on campus. And the best part is, you'll only pay a fraction of what you pay for those same classes if you took them in college. Get a head start on your education today by visiting pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
To the second half of game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here tonight, here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Alvin Chapman alongside with, I dare say, soccer analyst Michaela Martinez. Michaela, so great to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much, Al. It's so great to be here. So great to just watch the Eagles play this game.
Absolutely, and what an occasion tonight. 9 seniors in the Eagles starting lineup today, 9 seniors on roster. And what a way to end off not the final home game of the season, since we are hosting regionals this year on November the 7th. That will be a Thursday. But a great way to end regular season play against an NCCAA Division I opponent.
Definitely. Tonight's definitely an exciting night. Senior night is just a great way to commemorate these players and the countless hours and commitment that they put into the Eagles soccer program.
Absolutely. Here's Hawkins now. And Christensen will send the ball a mile high. Nobody home, but can Gonsalves get to the ball? He does not, rather. And here comes the Crusaders with a counterattack opportunity. And Lee weaving through traffic. Barkis trying to play Pauliello. He gets to it. And Hawkins now tracks down the ball. Clark gets suplexed on the other side, losing possession. And now Crusaders possession. Pensacola now with a 1-0 possession. Anako Wang in the 32nd minute of the match takes advantage of an assist delivered from Jackson Clark, making this now a 1-0 game. Other than the goal that we saw as Huang tries to play a ball to Jones, Michaela, what were some things that you liked out of that first half of play?
Well, specifically, if we just go back to that goal that we were just talking about, just to reevaluate.
Here's a shot off the volley. Rather than a half volley from Huang. That one no good. But yes, the Eagles doing a phenomenal job, especially in comparison to the last match in a loss 4-1 against Belhaven University in 50-50 balls. Those 50-50 opportunities are almost anyone's game. Normally having height and maybe jumping ability gets you in a little bit of an advantage in 50-50 ball opportunities, but it shows who wants the ball more honestly, especially involving positioning. Gonsalves with the cross. I believe the ball goes out of bounds prior to the pass.
It's interesting what you said previously about especially in positioning, because I think that's definitely the key to 50-50 balls is anticipating where that ball is going to be when it gets to you.
Absolutely.
And then depending on where you are, matching up against that defender, putting yourself in a right position and using the right body mechanics to be able to ground yourself and then win that ball.
Michaela, I love making analogies with soccer to basketball because I'm a huge basketball guy, basketball being my forte in broadcasting. But I love almost comparing 50-50 ball opportunities like one that we're seeing right now, an advantage, I believe, between Denny and Christensen as the center official gives the favor towards the Crusaders. But I love comparing them to catching rebounds because in basketball, you can grab a rebound, and a lot of the advantage does come from your height or does come from your strength. It even comes from your position, not position, but your ability to get around your defender and jump higher than your defender. But if you have someone that's 6'11", and another person that's 6'11", 6'10" as well, one of the advantages that you get from rebounding is positioning. And 50-50 ball opportunities, you don't necessarily get the chance to box out your defender or place yourself in a situation where you are backing into a defender, avoiding a penalty, obviously. But 50-50 ball is regarding towards the idea of positioning is very similar to rebounding in basketball. Well, Michaela, what were some other things you noticed in the first half of play that the Eagles did very well.
I think one of the things that really stuck out to me was just our ability to pass around the field. We've done a great job at maintaining possession. We're looking for our options, especially in the midfield. It's neat to see. With the 3-5-2, you're outnumbering the other team in the midfield with your 5 in there, and we've done a great opportunity at combining within that triangle that's in the midfield.
And it's very interesting, those outside midfielders that are playing the position of the extra midfielders, so to speak. You have a guy in Jackson Clark who, majority of his high school career, found great success playing the striker position. We mentioned 27 goals in previous broadcasts per game, and was also the most outstanding player in the Pensacola News Journal for this area. And then on the other opposite side, for your extra midfielder on the wing, you have a person that needs to be an outside back, being Reed Rhodes. And despite them not necessarily being midfielders per se, the interesting position switches and swaps that this team is able to do to produce effective offense and also defense for this ball club.
Yeah, using those players' strengths that you just talked about, in a 3-5-2, you can kind of use both of them because your outside, your wingers per se, are both playing high in the offense, and then they've got to track back all the way back to the defense and be that extra man.
Absolutely.
In the back line. So having both of those strengths is very, very vital to this formation.
And I said Reed Rhodes playing outside back last year. He actually played outside back a little bit this season, but last year was the right winger instead. But it just goes to show how versatile a lot of our players are here for Pensacola Christian. Here's Barkis, who wins possession and loses it temporarily. Great pass delivered from Clark. Pauliello now with a chance. He'll cut back. And he'll go to Hawkins. Pauliello with a ton of misdirection in his dribbling ability. Christensen. An attempt to play Pauliello. And now a foul called by the center official, Alejandro Hernandez, drawing the attention. Crusaders now with an opportunity for a throw-in. What were some things that the Crusaders did very well in that first half of play, Michaela?
I think one of the things is when they were very proactive on their transitions. As soon as they were able to win the ball, they quickly moved the ball forward and looked to attack on goal, bringing numbers up on the ball.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job, and now here's a very dangerous ball for Hammond as he's slow to get up. And now a corner kick opportunity for the Crusaders. And as you mentioned, yeah, the Crusaders did have a number of opportunities to possibly score and equalize and even get an advantage in this game. But one thing that was an X factor for Pensacola was Bryce Hammond. Only 2 saves in that first half, but both very pivotal blocks and deflections for Pensacola Christian.
Very incredible saves by him. So crucial because we could be looking at a different score if it were not for him.
Hammond with another collection. That was a corner kick opportunity from David Rivas.
Speaking of how Bryce Hammond plays, he does a really good job at, when that ball's coming in, it's such a chaotic atmosphere. You've got players moving around you, trying to get to your goal, and he does a great job at critically thinking through the situation, making a right judgment call, and then just committing to it.
Pauliello will lose possession. And now an opportunity for Hernandez. Matthias Lee doing a great job, nearly losing possession here. And he draws the whistle as well. The whistle coming in favor of Matthias Lee, ruining the momentum of the Crusaders by a penalty, rather a foul, that was called. Pensacola now with a offensive, rather thrown opportunity on their half of the field, rather third of the field. Christensen will play Hwang. Hawkins with a boot. That one a bit too much air under it. We mentioned earlier how Hawkins has the ability to send missiles to the back of the net. That one, an air balloon ride instead. We talked about some of the things that we liked from both teams, Michaela, but what were some things that wasn't really fortunate or favorable for both teams in this game?
You know, we mentioned how the Crusaders did a great job in transitioning on their attack, but I'd say they're just kind of struggling to find the back of the net at the end of the play.
Pauliello with the turn and a shot! And good! Giovanni Pauliello, another senior who gets on the board. Phenomenal turn into space for Giovanni Pauliello. Gets to his right foot and nails it into the backing of the net, making this a 2-goal advantage. Giovanni Pauliello, the native of Brazil. Let's go ahead and see that one again. What a great shot there. And I want to say that's another assist for Jackson Clark, giving him 2 dimes for the freshman striker.
What a great turn there by Pauliello around his defender and setting himself up great for a shot.
And a big boot from Matthias Lee. Here's an opportunity for the Crusaders. And Christensen making a great run at the ball. And a dog now making it on the field. Wow. That's really interesting. And the owner of the dog making his way to the dog. That's interesting.
I think that needs to be our new team mascot.
That is insane. Michaela, I have never seen that before. Were we able to catch that on camera?
I got it. They didn't cut it, though.
Wow. I have never seen that in a game before. Talk about a highlight of the day there, Michaela. And now a discussion in the middle of the field. And we'll step aside briefly as the center official looks to sort this out. Bryce Kamen with the goal kick opportunity. Now Hawkins on the ground as well from the 50-50 ball opportunity. That was a collision with number 8, David Rivas. Gonsalves will cross it middle. Jones, the recipient. Pauliello available for another goal opportunity. Jones with the track down. Hanaka Wang will send it inside. And Hawkins once again, a goal opportunity, which is no good. Michaela Martinez, my co-host here tonight, and Jackson Clark, the freshman, paying his seniors the dividends. 2 assists on the night, one to Anak Hoang, a midfielder, and another one to Giovanni Pauliello, giving him 2 assists coming off the bench tonight. Great ball distributed to Hawkins, and Hawkins will play the ball to Clark. Clark with a good idea to Hawkins. And Hawkins will get a foul on the play as well. A free kick opportunity for the Crusaders. And a lot of space in the midfield for Pensacola. Anak Hoang will play Pauliello. Pauliello back to Hoang. And here's a counter for the Crusaders. Lee will go through his defender's legs. And an evident hold there. And he'll go into his pocket. And that is a yellow card. Let's see who it's going to be attributed to. I think that was to Victor Campa. But we mentioned cards being an issue in this match already. Cervantes already with one and Garcia with one as well. Now Victor Campas with a yellow card in this match. Michaela.
Yeah, the ref has definitely been, he's keeping tabs on the game.
Absolutely.
He's keeping control, not letting things go.
Great ball distributed from Clark, collected by the keeper. The Crusaders will move quickly here. And Christensen interrupts the momentum offensively with a ton of space as well. Barkis will go to Jones. Bundy with a strong touch that goes upward. Lead to Pauliello. Now Hoang. With room to run here, he'll go to Lorenzo Gonsalves. Gonsalves with the shot. That one in line with the goal, but wide right there, Michaela.
Yeah, just an unfortunate hit there.
That one almost had a chance to make this a 3-0 ball game. And now an opportunity here for the Crusaders. Hawkins tracks it down.
Yeah, that's a great recovery run by Hawkins.
Jones with the coverage.
The ball is still in.
And now a counterattack opportunity here for Pensacola. With the ball on the outback side of the Crusaders. Now 30 minutes remaining in this match. And for the Eagles to get their 3rd home win of the season. And we've mentioned the Eagles have struggled at home this year so far with a 2-3 record on their home turf. And a lot of the matches that they face, they've had the advantage. We've mentioned a match earlier, and even on the broadcast before against Point University, after their first home win against Toccoa Falls, where they were up 2-0, but the Point University Skyhawks made a comeback and ended up winning that match 3-2. Now Pensacola with a 2-goal advantage. What are they going to possibly have to do? Actually, scratch that. Here's Clark, who will force a corner kick opportunity. Actually, scratch that, a goal kick opportunity for the Crusaders. But Michaela, what are the Eagles going to have to do to avoid a comeback from the Crusaders?
Honestly, this might sound a little cliche, but I've had coaches tell me just hang tight, just keep it together. You know, we played a great first half. So if we can carry our first half into our second half, hopefully we'll have a good end result.
Absolutely. Here's Jones. Double teamed. Tries to get out of traffic, but finds his teammate. Jones drawing the attention of the center official as well. And Jones also grabbing the attention of the few spectators over there as well, as we heard their reaction, Michaela. I'm going to be honest with you, Michaela, I couldn't see it, but they did. So.
Right. A little far away from us, right in front of them.
Here's a kick delivered from Barkus. That kick hit the post. Clark got a foot on it. And talk about precision. Lee will track down the long ball and plays it to Hammond. Hammond doing a great job playing the ball on his feet. Hawkins will lose it. That was Carter Denis with the throw-in opportunity. And Hawkins working the sideline. Pauliello with ample space. Pauliello getting tracked down. Barkus with a ton of space. Jamison Jones goes to Pauliello. The heel tap to Jones. Hoang goes to Gonsalves. Jones sets up a corner ball for Pauliello. Now Hoang with space. He can score here. That one's in the safe keeping of Danilia Dalase. Dalase, rather. But, man, what a shot there by Enoch Hoang. And Jones will take one from distance. Two very close calls there for the back line of the Dallas Christian College Crusaders. Let's go ahead and talk about that shot there from Enoch Hoang.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to say he had great movement putting himself in such an amazing position there, wide open, and then took a timed touch. Shot, I mean.
That is Bundy and Lee out of the contest for Miklas as well as Welch. And that is a run there for number 15, Alejandro Hernandez. An attempt to get past Christensen, but that creates a long throw-in opportunity. From that position, it's honestly more favorable to have a corner kick opportunity, but now the task that would have been easier with your feet has to be done with your arm power. It's played short, and here's the cross. Now the Crusaders will play backwards. Great defense there by Pauliello. Placing his body sacrificially on the line, jumping up in the air about 20 inches and turning backwards to deflect the ball away. Barkus weaving out of traffic. Gonsalves with a defender on his back. That was number 12, Eric Garcia. There's a cross with parallel numbers, no one there. Now 25 minutes remaining in this match. Jones with space. Gonsalves. And a great smooth operation of a counterattack for Pensacola. Clark goes to his right with a shot on line. And now a corner kick opportunity once again for Pensacola. Hawkins, we mentioned how he received an assist in the last game against Belhaven University to Louis Vincent. Vincent not in the competition right now. But here's a Short kick to the back line from Hawkins. Now a left foot strike from Barkas is no good. Hwang will fire. No good. Now here's Hwang. Barkas will feed Clark in the middle. Park will regather. A shot on the way, deflected off his own teammate, I believe. Man, what a shot and gather there by Jackson Clark. He was looking for goal number 6. Yeah, I believe I was right. It was deflected off the back of Anak Hwang. But that ball was heading top post there, Michaela.
It was a beautiful, beautiful take there.
Great gather as well in the box. I believe it was about 5 feet within the 18 box. Found the corner and went with it. But a blue jersey with the number 20 impeding his goal success and goal number 6. Dallas with the big boot. And Pauliello again. Here's a big distribution here for the Crusaders. Clark finds Hawkins.
Yeah, great find there.
Now here's the Crusaders looking for their first goal. Defended well by the back line there, Michaela.
Yeah, right there, Dakota Barkas tracked back, was able to win the ball.
As we mentioned, a lot of dangerous situations that the Crusaders have not been able to capitalize on. Situations where they've had numbers and the advantage as well, but is unable to find the back of the netting tonight here, Michaela.
Right, and we discussed that one of the things causing that is the ability of the Eagles' back line, that when that transition is happening, when they have offensive players coming hard at them, they've been able to compress, and they've been able to make recovery runs to then win the ball and also distribute to our players.
Barkas with a foot race. Loses his footing. But granted another chance to breathe there by the center official. Possibly a shove in the back. I wasn't able to see anything from here. But even mentioned the possibility of a clipping of the back foot on the run. Now Hammond with a free kick opportunity. Pauliello. Tried an acrobatic finish. And that possibly could be a card here for Pauliello. Which, not Pauliello, but Gonsalves.
Yeah, I think he was trying for a bicycle kick there. But you've got to be careful when you try that, especially when you've got players nearby.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, usually a ref will call a dangerous play on that.
Center official refuses to go to his pocket this time, fortunately, especially with Gonsalves already with one card already. Great battle for the ball between Clark and number 20, Victor Campa. And number 16, Brandon Nava, the center back for the distribution here. Here's a shot from Nava. Collected, rather headed by Barkas, and Pauliello maintains possession.
Yeah,
wow.
Beautiful footwork there under pressure.
And a heel kick attempted there by Clark. Clark tries to do the same thing that Pauliello does and finds great success. Hwang will track back and lose it. And Christensen goes to the midfield where there's plenty of space. Jones. Now just under 20 minutes remaining. Christensen will take the middle and lose it. Now the ball on the foot of number 23, Eric Ovalkalbis. Clark with the cross. And now another corner kick opportunity. Hawkins out of the contest. Jackson Clark will take his first corner kick of the match. Just under 20 minutes remaining. Can he get assist number 3 possibly? Off one of the Crusaders' foot. And now Pauliello will take the trout to the corner. Pauliello already with a goal tonight. Assisted from Clark. How clever would it be if he can get a chance to assist Clark in this opportunity? Here's Hwang. Hwang loses possession.
Good pressure by Jamison Jones there, keeping the play in front of him.
Great unified pressure there for the Eagles, period, honestly. Keeping the ball on their third. Miklas will play it to Hammond. Hammond keeps it on his foot. A very dangerous opportunity. Which gets well defended by the back line. Now an opportunity for the Crusaders. Here's Kampa. Kampa with the cross. And a big boot there by Jones. Nava wins it. Great idea there by Lorenzo Gonçalves. But it is very difficult to have a great touch on the header there, Michaela.
Yeah, especially when the ball's coming that fast at that angle.
Gonçalves with a chance here. And a one-on-one opportunity with Victor Kampa. Gonçalves rather. With a cutback. And a cross that ricochets off at the front of his head. And a one-on-one opportunity that gets wiped away by an offsides call. That one a bit evident. About 5 feet of space between the attacker and the last defender on the Eagles' back line. The attacker at that time, number 27, Oscar Chavez, Michaela. Often the offsides call is one that's difficult. That one a bit obvious.
Right. Sometimes you just know it's off. Very evident.
One person that's a really good person, one player rather, that's a really good person to tell whether it's off or not, honestly, is the goalie, depending on where he is on the field.
Right. Just by looking at their reaction, you can tell if they think that play is legal or not.
Great control there by Rhodes, receiving that long ball from Christensen. Great control there by Christensen, unable to find one of his own teammates. Hoang finds Barkis. Jones. And a player shaken up there on the back line for the Crusaders. Wait, that's number 6, Kevin Jacinto. He's slow to get up. Now gets up in his own power and hobbles off the floor. Mateo Loyola and also Branson Phelps will come into the contest here for Pensacola. Gonsalves will come off the floor as well. Possibly the last appearance in regular season play for both of these seniors, but you never know. A lot of time remaining on the clock. And if an equalizer comes in, Lorenzo better be prepared to come back into the contest, honestly. What a career there for the product from Portugal. 4 goals this year, 13 last year. A breakout career. Breakout season last year, rather, because he also had 5 dimes as well. Loyola receives it and plays Branson Phelps. Adequate pressure from Phelps forces the last defender to send it out of bounds, and a throwing opportunity from Phelps. Great cross. Pauliello, can he get number 2? He'll set up his teammate Jones instead, and that's deflected. An attempt to save it from a corner kick opportunity. But now Loyola will prepare for a corner kick. Mateo Loyola already has an assist this season, delivering a corner kick opportunity to Lorenzo Gonsalves in the first home game of the season. Here's the try from the lefty. And the opportunity was available, but unable to get the header in the right place.
I know, great job getting on the end of that, as that is a hard angle to make contact with and redirect it where you want it to go. But
Kevin Jacinto will return back into the game. He'll come and relieve Alejandro Hernandez. Now, Michaela, I know you've recognized and noticed some things that the Eagles did well in the first half. Just a quick question. Are the Eagles continuing to do the things that you've noticed well in this half, and have they done even anything better this half as well?
I would say they've continued those positive aspects of their game into the second half. They've carried them over, specifically with winning the ball in the midfield. And as we can see between Huang, Pauliello, and Barkis, they just are really dominating midfield. And, you know, they say that if you dominate the midfield, you can dominate the game.
Absolutely. Here's a ball available for Pauliello, and he keeps it in bounds. Phelps, he's available. Phelps sends it middle. The header available. Great pass delivered there by Phelps. Reed Rhodes unable to capitalize. Great job there by Phelps as well, running at an angle, avoiding the offsides call, Michaela.
Right, exactly. And I love how you said running at an angle. I think that's the key to avoiding offsides is, ball coming in. A lot of times, running alongside that defensive line, that way you maintain your pace. You know, you don't slow down, you're still going at a fast pace, and then as soon as that ball breaks, then you can move forward.
Now another opportunity for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles to get goal number 3. Here's Jones. Jones too strong of a pass intended to Loyola, and a turnover. Strong touch there from Pauliello. And Loyola hits it out of bounds. Now breaking the 10-minute mark remaining of time In the 80th minute of the game, the Crusaders down 2, but still a chance to equalize this match instead of receiving their 8th loss of the season. This also being their last away game and also home and regular season game of the year as well. What are they going to have to possibly do in order to make this a game that doesn't end up going into the losers column?
I mean, they're doing great in their defense. PCC's had a lot of very dangerous.
Wow!
Speaking of dangerous opportunities,
Who is that? With a beautiful turn. That was Branson Phelps. Oh man! A turn and a drive. Coming off the bench. The junior from Alabama. Let's go ahead and see that one again. If we can. They didn't get the goal completely, but that's Branson Phelps' first goal of the season as well.
he did an amazing job, getting his head over the ball, keeping his chest over the ball, and then keeping that ball down to deliver a bullet into the net.
Absolutely. Found the portion of the net and drove it inside, providing goal number 3 here for Pensacola. Also, Michaela, I love the excitement you had there. I wasn't expecting you to get all excited, man, but you indeed did. And Phelps doing a great job, despite not playing for most of the game. Still playing like he's been playing for majority of the game, honestly.
I know, he definitely came in and made an immediate impact.
On the scoreboard and even having a solid run, as we mentioned earlier, coming at the ball at an angle, avoiding the offsides call in the previous offensive attack. Great turn and a great drive, and you mentioned a bullet into the back of the net.
And from outside the 18 too. I feel like we've seen a lot of goals, a lot of shots that have just gone far high, and it takes a lot of self-discipline when you're in that situation to make sure your body mechanics are correct and put that ball on frame from that far.
A great defense of stop there on the right ring of the Crusaders. And here's Phelps again. Phelps will play the angle. And a great stop there by number 16, Brandon Neva. Here's Clark, and a great ball once again to Branson Phelps, who remains on side. And a great cross intended to Pauliello. And a great header to Clark. Ball played in the air. Barkas, can he take a shot from long range? And that attempt in line with the numbers on the scoreboard. Now number 29, Gabriel Castaneda into the contest. He'll come in for number 7, Kevin Vieira. A night of first here today in the Nest. Branson Phelps with his first goal of the season. And Naka Wang, senior night, get his first goal of the season as well. And an evident call there, recognized by the center official.
Just outside the 18.
An opportunity to put another shot on frame. That is Phelps, and Barkas back for the opportunity. Here's Phelps and Barkus. It'll come from Phelps. And that had a shot there. Thought the keeper possibly had a hand on it.
I thought so too. Otherwise, I think that ball would have been dropping into the net.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see that curve? It went up and was dropping.
Absolutely, Michaela. Phelps not playing many minutes here tonight, but making the minutes he's played counts for sure. And as a coach for Coach Joe Lewas, this is stuff that sticks in the back of your mind as you head towards not just a number of road games in your near future, but also the postseason, which is brewing shortly in the first week of November. Now another corner kick opportunity here for Pensacola. Now Angel Petrie Garcia will prepare to come into the game. Phelps with a good in-swinger. Christensen with a bullet. Clark sets up his teammate Barkus, unable to convert. And now collected by the keeper. Christian gets past two defenders and sets up his former high school teammate Clark. And Clark with the foul. Christensen wins it despite not having the greatest position. Here's an opportunity now for Kevin Jacinto, which gets interrupted by the back line. And a big switching of field here by Barkus. And a great ball from Jones. Phelps with a chance. And now 4 minutes remaining. Now Angel Petrie Garcia will prepare to come into the game. He'll come to relieve Giovanni Pauliello, who has had an incredible game tonight, and a lot of his efforts not shown on the stat sheet.
Right, one thing about Pauliello is he's such a technical player.
Absolutely.
Always handles himself with composure in the midfield and makes it look so easy.
Absolutely.
Dribbling around people like they're cones.
A complete seamstress in traffic tonight for Pauliello. Taking on 3 or 4 defenders like it's nothing. And that was set up here for Clark. Clark will send it back post. That one's in the sky and controlled by the back line. Christensen with a great touch. And that one's rocketed into the air. Now Michaela Pensacola 3 minutes from a now 3-3 record at home. And now expecting to travel down to Temple Terrence, Florida, to face NAIA opponent Florida College. And that Saturday, South Region opponent Trinity Baptist. How does this win fuel the tank of the fire and also the gas tank of the road trip that's ahead of them?
I think it's really good for morale. You know, you can go on the road knowing that with a win under your belt and hopefully, you know, even with a loss from before, you take the things that you learned from the last game and you make the changes you need to, and you analyze the things that did work for you in the win and continue to do those.
Great ball there for, I believe, Clark, but he was about a foot offsides, and that ball was a bit in front of him, about 10 feet in his track. And as we mentioned, this is the final game of the season for the Crusaders. And despite the score, they've played a semi-decent game as well, just unable to capitalize on opportunities close to the goal. But now Bryce Hammond on his final home game in regulation. Now 1 minute and 40 seconds away from another clean sheet. Another call there from the official. Phelps gets space. Clark also with space. Clark will cut back, and he'll take a shot! Just wide left. Would have been an assist there for Branton Phelps. Number 6, as far as goals of the season, nearly claimed there for Clark. And now seconds away from Eagles' victory as Dallasay sends it off. Just under 30 seconds, Michaela, from the Eagles' victory here on senior night. What a momentous occasion for not just the seniors, but many who got first career goals tonight, Michaela.
I know, it's so neat how there was just so many exciting things happening tonight.
Clark with 10 seconds, but the offside's called. The final seconds are brewing. And now the Eagles 3-3 at home, desperately finding a win prior to going on the road next Thursday, Michaela.
Yeah, that's a great way to cap off, your home games, season of home games there.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the goals we were able to witness here tonight. Anaka Wang opening up the scoring here from Pensacola Christian in the first half, and that assist by Jackson Clark.
Yeah, that one was just so beautiful. Huang was so hungry for that goal and hit that shot with such precision.
Clark showing his seniors respect once again, finding another one. Giovanni Pauliello in the box as well. I believe off a header, and was able to get him an opportunity for a point, rather a goal, and he converted as well.
Right, that one was a beautiful goal as well. Coming from that angle from towards the outside of the box, just inside the box, but to the left there, and making a beautiful touch around the defender.
That last goal coming from Branton Phelps, not playing many minutes in the game, but making the minutes that he did play count. Finding a spot, turning on the ball, and I believe nailing it to the back of the net with his left foot.
Just a beautiful shot there.
And as we mentioned, the last regular season game of the year. Fortunately for the Eagles fans, this won't be the last game or opportunities for us to see or hear us talk, as we have the regional final for the South Region here in about 2 weeks on November the 7th on a Thursday. Should be very interesting to see. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the morale, as we mentioned earlier, and the advantage that the Eagles can take from this very occasional night on the road.
Yeah, I mean, just from hearing the cheers just a second ago, the team's very happy. They should be proud of what they left on the field tonight.
Very great finish, very momentous occasion, and a really great night for Eagles soccer. Fans and friends at home, thank you so much for joining us here today as the Eagles shut out the Crusaders from Dallas Christian College and get their last regular home season game for the year. As far as regular season games go, thank you so much for joining us. But you guys, please stay close as we host the South Region Final here on November the 7th on a Thursday. Very exciting matchup. Can the Eagles go back-to-back and win and reclaim the South Region title and punch their ticket into the national play in Kissimmee, Florida? We will see. Hopefully, Michaela Martinez will be by my side for those games as well, depending on how hard that homework is, because we know how much work you have to do. But Michaela, thank you so much for joining me here tonight.
Of course, Al. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Fans at home, thank you so much for joining us as well. And we will see you on the 7th of November.